Okay. Good evening. Good evening. Oh boy, what a turn of events in the last 24 hours, my friends. Wow, peeps. Woo, man. Okay, well, once again, I want to welcome you to another episode of On the Cutting Room Floor, presented by Publicity Agent. I am your host, Tony Harvey, and peace in. Peace in tonight. Woo. All right. Definitely a good game tonight up in Mile High City, Denver, Colorado, at the Ball Center. The Kings prevailed 102 to 98. And they did it in such fashion that I cannot pretty much, well, I can't describe it, but I like the way they finished that, to end a three-game road trip. Uh, 1-2, but at least they got that last game before the All Star break, which they did tonight. Um, some incredible performance from some unlikely heroes, or maybe I shouldn't even call them that. But we know De'Aaron Fox was one of them, and he had a spectacular fourth quarter to wield his team in. He went on one of those one-man scoring runs and willed his team to victory. But yes, King get this victory for the second time in 5 days that they beat the Denver Nuggets. They beat them 135 to 106 at Golden One Center last Friday, February the 9th. So they turn around and they get them again. So that means they have beaten this team 3 times this season. So if there is any uh, interruptions with tiebreakers, anything like that, that has something to do with the Denver Nuggets and the Kings get the nod. Matter of fact, the Kings got this chapstick on, folks. The Sacramento Kings, they improved to 31-23 on the season. They are 16-14 now on the road, and they are still sitting in that number 8 position in the Western Conference. The Denver Nuggets, they fall to 36-19, and they were 21-4 at home, but now they are 21-5 at home thanks to the defeat by the Sacramento Kings. So that is, and they were out without Jamal Murray tonight, but they did have the services of Michael Porter Jr. So, um, hey, the agony of defeat and the thrill of, excuse me, okay, the agony of defeat and the thrill of victory. Okay, this is like the 50th year that that slogan was put out by ABC Sports. Matter of fact, it was out a couple years before, but it's been over 50 years, and I just want to throw that in there for the Sacramento Kings because now they understand. Now every game counts here. Okay, and De'Aaron did talk about it post game about every game counts now. Okay, positioning, seating, all of that. So you got to stop playing around. Okay, and you stopped playing around, and you won on the back to back after getting beat. Last night in Phoenix, 130 to 125. And you come back, people didn't think you had any legs. De'Aaron did play 43 minutes tonight. You had just enough in the tank, to pull out this victory. But now you understand, okay? Now you understand because Dallas won tonight, and so did Phoenix. They won tonight. Okay. Matter of fact, Dallas moved into that 7th spot. Okay. Phoenix, as we know, they moved up to the 5th spot. All right. Not much has changed with the top 4 teams. That would be Minnesota, Oklahoma City, the Clippers, and the Nuggets. We just got beat tonight. But now you understand. Okay. And the Lakers, they won tonight. They're right behind the Kings. At least 2 full games behind them. And the Warriors are playing tonight as we speak. Who are the Warriors playing? The Warriors are playing the Clippers, to be exact. So that should be decided here. I think they're going into the 4th quarter. So now you understand, Sacramento Kings. Okay. Stop playing. Stop playing. You got you a nice little break. You don't have another game until February 22nd at Golden One Center, where you will face the San Antonio Spurs, Victor Wembanyama, and Greg Popovich too, the coach too. Okay, then you got the Clippers 2 or 3 days after that. So it's going to be really, really tough here. So now you understand, okay? You could pick up somebody else out there. I don't know what's left out there as far as, what's going on with the buyout market. We've seen some pretty good, interesting moves between a couple teams, including Phoenix, because they will be picking up Thaddeus Young from because he was waived by Toronto. But this is it. Okay, I'm not saying you have to go, deep into your bag. I know you got Kobe Jones, Jalen Slauson been playing well down there in the G League. Okay, you got Mason Jones. I'm not messing up his name and stuff like that. What is that kid's name? Okay, but he's a two-way player. Yeah, Mason Jones, who they signed as a two-way player, because remember, Keon Ellis was signed to a multi-year deal worth about $5.4 million. And then they moved up Mason Jones to fill in his two-way roster spot for the Stockton Kings and stuff. But now you understand, Sacramento Kings. That's what I'm talking about right now. Okay, there's no time to be playing around. Okay, or you will be a play-in team. Okay, the goal here is to be at least the top 16. You're still in that range, but you have to win. And I will go back to what we had discussed yesterday, because they did mention it again, and I do like to hear their commentary and their analysis before the game starts. And that's Henry Turner and Scott Marsh. All right. Henry said it will be a successful season if they get in that top 6. Okay. Scott Marsh, he went a little deeper. Okay. He wants to see them get in that 6th spot and at least win a series. That would have to be the first round. Okay. Either way, I'm okay with that. And that's what I'm looking at. But you have to be in the top 6. Okay. You can be playing around, with these Detroits and these Portlands and these Charlottes. Okay. All right. You still have a good enough team to make the playoffs. What you do there, when you get there, we'll see. But you should not really be down here in this, this 8, 9, 10 range. Because everything's mumbo jumbo, and it's a real tight situation going on. All right? That was a well-played game tonight. It was crazy because the Kings were down by 16 points, but they came back. It was down by 16 points, I believe, in the first half. They were down by 16 points, and they came back and pulled it out. Okay? You came back and you pulled it out. And De'Aaron Fox, I know there was a comment made. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to answer that, but I'm going to say it right now, okay? I don't know what's going on with this young man, okay? We're not supposed to really be, we can't speculate, okay? But we can't make an assertion that we know exactly what's happening on, you've been playing up and down lately, in the past 6 weeks or so. But tonight, he was, the last couple nights, he had 40 points last night, okay? Maybe you're feeling good about, this break coming. I don't know. Okay, he didn't lay down like he said. He didn't lay down and just wait, to this All-Star break and then try to get it back together before they come back for their game on the 22nd of February. But right now he's playing well. Okay, it's a lot of players out there beat up, banged up, dealing with certain ailments, injuries, playing through it. Okay, it's hard. It's a lot of pressure. I can't say that. But whatever it is, I hope he just takes some time off. I know he's going to spend some time with his, with his wife and his son. Okay, just take some time off, and come back and do it for the next 28 games. I mean, do it. Okay, because that one-man scoring run that he put on, okay, which he had some help, okay, from Chris Duarte, one of those unlikely heroes that I'm talking about, and Harrison Barnes, okay. put him in that position. And the next thing you know, he took off. Scored 10 straight points in that segment, pretty much to seal the deal. Okay. They shot 78% from the free throw line, too. Okay. They only missed 4 shots there. They took 19, they made 15. Okay. Because if you was like 12 for 19, you would have lost this game. Or maybe won by 1 point. Good job, Sacramento Kings. That's all I have to say about that, because I was really emotional last night. If you look at the previous video from the previous telecast, digital commentary that I did last night, because it's just confusing. And it all really goes back to how the Kings been doing things, okay? You lose to a 6-43 team. Come back, you just mop the floor with Denver Nuggets at Golden One Center, all right? And then, you played a real good ball game last night, in Phoenix. I'll give you that. Okay? But I don't know what I'm getting, when I'm, opening up this box of chocolate. You know how that is. We never know what you get. I'm still in that feeling, I'm still in that mode right now. I don't know. I mean, we'll find out after when the 22nd rolls around and see how y'all feeling, about doing some damage in these last 28 games. But you have to win. You have to win. So, yeah. De'Aaron had 30 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. He was 12 for 26 shooting from the field, 2 for 7 3-point territory, 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Okay. But once again, he went on that 10-0 run, that one-man scoring run in the fourth quarter. He only had 1 turnover in this game. I think he had 5 last night against the Phoenix Suns. He had 15 points in that fourth quarter. He scored 15 points in that fourth quarter. So he did his job. Okay. Domantas Sabonis has his 37th consecutive double. Okay. He had 20 points and 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. He had 5 turnovers, and that's last night. I think he only had like 1 turnover. So he was 9 for 16 shooting from the floor, and he was 2 for 3 shooting from the free throw line. He did this in 37 minutes. Okay, they had to spot him up on the bench for a little bit because Mike Brown went to a small ball strategy using Trey Lyles that worked to perfection. Okay, so I'm gonna give that to Mike Brown and his coaching staff. So whatever decision went in on that worked. Okay, because Denver was really having some problems with that. Matter of fact, Nikola Jokic was on the bench for a while when they were doing that damage. They had to bring him back in there for a minute, but the Kings did, they didn't waver. They stuck with their small ball, and they got some things done. Okay, Harrison Barnes. Ooh, Harrison Barnes. Okay, I think he only had 9 points last night in that loss to the Phoenix Suns, but he came back tonight. He had 20 points. He had 5 rebounds. He had 1 block. He was 6 for 9 shooting from the floor, 3 for 6 in 3-point territory. He hit 5 of 6 of his free throws. Okay, we know we can depend on him in that area, and he did this in 33 minutes. But he hit a big 3. I mean, where was it? Okay, so Chris Duarte hit a basket. He hit a 3 to tie the game at 85-85. This in the fourth quarter. Okay, and then Domantas came back on the next offensive series possession, and he scored another basket. So the Kings were up 87-85. Aaron Gordon made 4 straight free throws after that, and they got the lead back at 89-87. Then Reggie Jackson came back. He hit a bucket, so it's 91-87. All right? Malik Monk, he hits a layup. It's 91-80. The Kings trail at 91-89. Okay, and then Jokic, he comes back and hit a basket, so it's 93-89. On that next possession, Harrison Barnes came back. And let me tell you, I didn't think this ball was going to fall from the sky. It was so high arching, and it just dropped completely through the net. I don't even know if it touched the net. It just went right through the rim. Poof. All right. That right there pulled them in within 93 to 92. After that, it was Foxy time. Fourth quarter, Fox was back. Okay. He hits a layup. Okay. He hits a layup. It's 94-93. The Kings got the lead. Okay. Comes back down. He hits another basket. It's 96-93. He hits another basket. Okay. It's 98-93. He hit another basket. It's 100-93. Then he comes down. Well, this one. Jokic hits a couple of free throws in between there. But Fox come back. He scored the final bucket at 102. Okay. There was some crazy stuff going on at the end, but the Kings pulled it out. Fox basically went on a one-man scoring run, as I described it, okay, to pull this victory out. But Harrison Barnes, and hey, I'm glad you didn't have to sell your house, brother. Okay, I know it's been an up and down season for you, and I've been really critical, just like the rest of them, as we should be, because you hadn't been playing well. When we was wondering why you was even out on the court, when you was coming up with one rebound and no rebounds and 1 or 2 points. But tonight, they needed you, and you delivered. Oh, boy, did you deliver in a big way. And Harrison did all of this in 33 minutes. But that was a big three. That was a big three. And he's been doing stuff like that. Okay, I know there were some games that they had won. He's either going to hit a big basket or he's going to make his free throws. Okay, or he's going to hit a three. And I think he's shooting over 40% in three-point territory. Matter of fact, Domantas Sabonis is the leader. I think he was around 42, 43%. But he only takes about 1, 2, 3 shots in that area. And he's good for one if he only takes 2. I don't want him taking no more than 3 shots out there anyway, okay, because we need you under that basket. But when the playoffs comes, however that shakes out, he's going to have to take those shots. But Harrison, he's probably right now the top gun as far as the Kings roster, shooting those 3. Behind him is Monk and De'Aaron Fox. And Kevin Huerter too. But Harrison came up big tonight. Monk didn't have a really good game tonight, but he still was a glue. He had 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers. Okay, at 29 minutes, 2 for 11. Shooting from the floor. Made both his free throws. He actually was 0 for 3 tonight, shooting in the 3-point territory. He didn't hit a 3-pointer. Matter of fact, in the last 2 games, he's 0 for 8, 0 for 8 in that category. But I'm sure, you need a little rest too, because those last 5 or 6 games, he's been on fire. He's been averaging like 22 points a game, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and a block, at least a block for the last 5, 6 games. So he's been working hard. So if he just off a little bit tonight, I'm okay with that, especially if the Kings win, and they did get that victory. Chris Duarte, as we know, Mike Brown and his coaching staff, they like to throw this cat in here just at the whim at the minute, because I know he missed a couple games due to a little minor injury. But he made that basket to tie it up at 85. And I think that was the difference right there. He came back and tried to hit another one. It hit hard off the side of the backboard, stuff like that. I understand, But the brother, the Dominican, he came through tonight. Okay. And I hope that kind of like boost up his confidence too going forward, because we're going to need all of this now. Okay. Ain't no more trades. Maybe a free agent. Okay. Got some waivers out there, all right, for the buyout market. But right now, y'all have to love each other, understand each other, play with each other, and win. with each other. That's just basically where we are because this is it. This is what you have. Okay, and I don't care who coming off that bench. Alex Lynn, JaVale McGee, Davion Mitchell been playing well coming off the bench. Kessler Edwards been used in certain situations. All right, all of that is needed. Okay, we probably won't see Sasha Vesikov until after excuse me. We won't see him for another 4 to 6 weeks, possibly that, because to reevaluate his injury and then we go from there. But hopefully he'll be ready by whatever happens around that playoff thing. I don't even want to talk about the play in, but it's there. Okay, and speaking, go all the way back to the this in-season tournament that happened back in November, early part of December. It kind of like the knocked things off its axis as far as the scheduling and stuff. Okay, so it has really been a factor, going forward. You probably wouldn't say that, but the Kings got to play Phoenix Suns 5 times. The Kings have to play the New Orleans Pelicans 5 times. Okay, and I was looking at the end of the schedule. Oh my gosh. Okay, these teams that I'm talking about, they're going to have to face them at the end of the season. Okay, there's no rest for the weary, as Mike Malone had put it last Friday when Denver was in town. There's no rest for the weary in the Western Conference. Okay, and I will make a point. And I don't care what anybody says. Y'all, whatever. The in-season tournament, I honestly like that. And if it's going to have some type of effect on what we're doing or what these teams are doing in the association at the end of the year, I'm okay with that. All right, we need a little shake up, during the schedule. Looking good so far, but we'll see. Okay, because they do have to make some improvements in that area for that in-season tournament. Okay, but look at the West. Okay, look at the West. We can. Hey, it's tight. It's tight. Everybody got to do a little something here, and it's going to be tight right into the last day. Understand that. Know that. Because that's the way it is. Did get a little bit of news today. Mark Spears had put out a tweet about Kawhi Leonard has an abductor strain or injury or something like that, and he may not make it to the All-Star. He may not play in the All-Star game this Sunday on February the 18th. So that being in the Western Conference, Kawhi playing for the Los Angeles Clippers, I would think that Adam Silver, the commissioner of the association, would elevate DeMontis into that position, make him an all-star, okay? So he can get his money too. He definitely earns it. I mean, ain't nobody else doing what he's doing in either conference and stuff like this. So he can get his money for his family and the contract, because that's part of his contract and stuff. So let's see what happens there. Let's see what happens there with Kawhi. Probably find out by tomorrow, because I don't think he played tonight. And the Clippers are playing the Warriors right now. So I don't think he played in that game. So let's see. DeMontis need to be an all-star. Okay, if that's the case, DeMontis need to be up in Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I ain't gonna go on to that though. But he need to be an all-star in that city, that town, whatever you want to call it. Oh my gosh, I already told you I grew up 90 miles west of Indianapolis in Illinois, Champaign, Illinois, where the University of Illinois is. But I'm not a fan of Indiana. Okay, sometimes I have to drive to Dayton, Ohio, where my sister lives at, because she went to school in Ohio, Central State, a HBCU school there in Central, outside of Dayton, Xenia, Ohio. And I used to travel back and forth, going through there, and I never stop for gas, okay? But I do, if I have to, if I fly into Indianapolis to go home, okay, I do not stop in the city. I keep straight on till I get to the Illinois border. But anyway, back to basketball. Okay. Yeah. Keegan Murray, 6 points, 5 rebounds. Didn't have a great shooting night. We hope that he can get his mind right too. During this break, everybody's been on him, and rightfully so. He hasn't been producing really well in these last few games. I mean, he hasn't had a big game since Miami when he scored 33 points. I know he had a couple games. Maybe one of those games he had 17 points. And I want to say that was in the Denver Nuggets game. But he got to pick it up, dude. I mean, you got a lot on your plate. Okay, you're a second-year player. I know, they put you in a position because they need you in that position. On the defensive end, you've been stepping up to the plate, but you need to, get some shots up. Okay, I know it's always this thing about where these shots is coming from. Well, get your looks. Okay, you're one of the best shooters in the association in the NBA. We know what you can do. Okay, on both ends of the floor, but they definitely need your service on the offensive end as well as the defensive end. So get that right. Um, yeah. So if I repeat myself, the Kings moved to 31-23. That's 31 wins, 23 losses, 16 wins, 14 losses on the road. They will be back at home on February 22nd when they face the San Antonio Spurs. They got a nice little win there tonight against the Denver Nuggets. They beat them 2 times in the last 5 days. Okay, I know they got to be driving them crazy. Kings really played this team really, really well anyway. Okay, I don't know if they just get up for them or what have you, but they play. It's always a good game, between Denver. Aside from the fact that the Kings kind of like wiped them out last Friday, February the 9th, 135 to 106 and stuff. But tonight was really important, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, yeah, game started off real sluggish. I mean, what did they have? It was 53-41 at the half. The Nuggets were leading. Yeah, they were leading then. They let's get these facts straight. Okay. In the third quarter, the Nuggets led 62-46. 62-46. Matter of fact, the Kings fought all the way back and cut the lead by 3. It was 72-69 on 2 free throws by Malik Monk. All right. And then to start the fourth quarter, the Nuggets jumped out 78-71, capped off by a basket by Michael Porter Jr. Okay. And then everything kind of changed from there because the Kings came back and tied it up at 85 on that Chris Duarte basket. Right. And after a little back and forth going on there, with Aaron Gordon, making those free throws and whatnot, HB hitting that big basket to pull the Kings within 1 point. Then Fox did his dance. One man scoring run, 10 points. Fourth quarter Fox. So, folks, hey, most likely, the next game is not until February 22nd at Golden One Center, but they will have a practice or two before, I would say Tuesday, February 21st, probably be their first practice before that first game they play on the 22nd. So, as usual, I'm expected to be there, at their first practice, and then they shoot around that day on the 22nd. So we'll see, how they fare through their break, get a little feedback and what they want to do as far as who they want to be and how they want to do these things going forward with these 28 games that's left in this 2023-2024 season. Okay? Because you can't do better than 8th spot. But understand this, while you trying to win, all these other teams are trying to win as well too, especially now that they got a little taste of positioning, moving up the ladder themselves. So let's see what those commentary, or at least the way they editorialized it, that Henry Turner and Scott Marsh had presented, on the radio show for the last couple days. Okay, and I'm going to stick with that too because that's really important. I like the way they laid that out. Okay, because if you get in that top 6, there's definitely another successful season. Okay, if you win in the first round, you would exceed. No, I wouldn't say you would exceed expectation. Yeah, you would exceed expectation because that's what we want you to do. Okay, you took the Golden State Warrior, 7 games last year. So yeah, we're basically the same team. So, but in regard to that, got 28 more games to go. The first game will be played February 22nd, G1C, San Antonio. Then they're back on the road. We'll play the Clippers. Okay, as a matter of fact, after they play the Clippers, they will have Miami at Golden One Center on the 26th. So that's a back-to-back. Okay, they play the Clippers on the 25th. They got to come back to Sacramento to play the Miami Heat on the 26th. Okay, they have another rendezvous with Denver on the 28th, the last day of the month. I believe it's the last day of the month, unless it's a leap year. That'll be on the 28th. And then they have Minnesota on the 1st. They'll be on the road. So Denver on the road and Minnesota on the road. Denver on the February 28th and Minnesota and Minneapolis on the 1st of March. Yeah. Okay. So that's how it's looking right now. Good job. Good job. And I am going to make an exit here. But once again, hey, click that like button. If you're just new to the channel here on the cutting room floor with Tony Harvey, go ahead and subscribe. As you can see, this is all about the Sacramento Kings and the association and other sports that's ever thrown up in there too. But this is mainly what this is designed for. I've tried to present these digital commentaries from the best perspective that I possibly can. Okay. From what knowledge that I have, about the team. As everyone know, I am an audio content reporter for NBC Sports Radio. So that's mainly where all my work comes in. All of this is just filler. But it's really important, for the Sacramento community, especially if you are a fan here in Northern California. So thanks for, tuning in. I love you all. I'll see you in the next few days. Take a little break myself. I am a Capitol correspondent, so I do a lot of work down here at the California State Capitol as well. So I should be able to get caught up on that work. And I'm writing another book. As you know, I do have one book out. We'll talk about that again in the future. But I'm going to take a few days off, from this. I doubt if I watch the All-Star game. I'm not really interested. But if DeMontis get this selection, I will watch it. Okay? I will watch it. But if he doesn't, I'm going to be ticked off. Okay? I'm going to be really ticked off. Anyway, once again, peace, love, solidarity. Until next time, my friends.